Thank y'all for tuning in once again. I'm your host, Kenny Harris. Let's talk about it. As you can see, we got another great guest appearance from Kevin KC Chambers. Thank you for coming back, my man, and we're going to get right into it. Boom. So, how long you been married?
Well, up until the point where we weren't anymore, for about 4 years.
Okay, so you got divorced and then remarried again,
I
or
got
like
divorced
reconciled, whatever.
I got divorced, and yes, we reconciled. But that's my wife.
Got you. Say no more. Yeah. All right. Cool. So, all right. What made you get married in the first place? You know what I mean? We know last episode we talked about the love or lust that you have for women, how that's your drug. You feel me? So what made you get married? How you leave that drug?
I got married because I loved her. I got married because I knew that was the person for me. I got married because she was my strength. I got married because I know that everybody outside of her didn't compare to her. And I know that everybody outside of her was no good for me. And I know that she was. So for me to get away from those things and to gravitate more towards her, I know I had to settle down with her. I knew I had to be with this woman because she was my person. It still is my person.
Gotcha. Wow, that's strong. You know what I mean? So you never loved a woman before her?
I was never in love with a woman besides her.
Wow.
Never.
Wow.
In my 40 years, I was never in love with a woman until I bumped into her. And I'm still in love with her to this day.
Wow. That's strong.
It's the truth.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying, how does that? So take me through that process because we ripping and running. We got these women, you know what I mean? How did you meet her?
Funny thing is, it was '06. I had just released from doing a 10-year bid.
Right.
I needed some gas. And I swear this is not a joke. I needed some gas. My car light was on.
Yeah.
I just happened to go to the gas station. And I locked eyes on this woman. I was like, dang, that's my wife. You know what I'm saying? And
You said that to yourself?
I said it to myself. No exaggeration. I said, yo, that's my wife. I'm gonna make that woman my wife. And I seen her. She was coming out of the gas station. I was pulling in. I looked at her. She looked over at me. And she didn't have a smile on her face at the time. I was like, you need to smile more. She looked over at me and was like, giving me like, who the fuck is you?
Right.
And I'm saying to myself, you will soon find out. No exaggeration. Soon after, I didn't know the correlation that my man at the time had with her friend.
Okay.
It was a correlation. So that made it all that much more easier because I told my man after I found out that he was messing with her girl, which was unbeknownst.
Right.
But he was like, yo, this is such and such homegirl. Blah, blah, blah. I was like, huh? I said, I just seen her at the gas station.
Yeah.
He said, nah, no you didn't. I said, I just seen her at the gas station. I said, man, make that call. And here we go 15 years later.
Wow.
That's what I said. Wow. Like, yeah. Like, yo, I need you to hook that up, man.
Yeah.
And he talked to his little girl and she talked to her. And it was like, it came right on time, man. But yeah, it came right on time, man.
And she remembered you from the guy at the
She
gas
remembered me,
station and all
man.
that.
And it was like, it was instant, man. Like, we just connected instantly, man.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So, got the connection. Boom. Obviously, connected to her like a magnet.
Mm-hmm.
You never loved anybody else. But what was that process going like before you even knew it? Because you said it to yourself. So obviously you felt it in your heart. Like her look was just like, damn, that's my wife already. Like she's what?
I've always been one to go towards a challenge. And her facial expression says, you don't got a shot. Me being the guy that I am, saying, I'm gonna get you.
Yeah.
But it was just a look that she had on her face was like, I ain't for that. Sometimes you run across some of them women that just be like, don't even try it.
Right.
I done heard it all before. You ain't got a shot.
Right.
It was just something about her that said, don't even try it. Don't waste your time. So I was like, I'm gonna waste my time.
Right.
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. And this is what I'm saying to myself. I'm gonna get you.
Yeah.
Lo and behold, I got her.
Yeah. Was that her energy though? Like when you finally
No.
spoke to her on the phone, was it?
She was a sweetheart, man. She wasn't nothing like the person that I had encountered at this gas station.
Right.
She was nothing like that, man. I mean, of course, women, they have their guards up.
Yeah.
Because they really don't know, who they're encountering.
That's right.
And, because, guys out here are slime balls, including myself.
Yeah.
We do stuff
Yeah.
that kind of like interrupts their happiness or whatever.
Yeah.
And, it kind of like worked out, man.
Right.
It worked out for us.
Yeah. So how did you make it work as far as not treating her like any other woman?
It was complicated because I was so used to doing X, Y, and Z with so many different people. But the more and more I got to know her, the more and more closer we became, I started to understand that this is the type of woman that I want to be with. This is the type of woman like I would settle down with. This is the type of woman that I would like really spend the rest of my life with, because I know she's that kind of woman. Just her conversation, just the things that she and I would do, the things that we had kind of went through. I knew that she was the one for me, and she's always been. And my mama used to always say a long time ago, it's gonna be that one woman that you run across that's not gonna be for your stuff. She's gonna really challenge you, and she's been that one that challenged me through it all. Right. She challenged me, and that's what she did. But it kind of all worked out up until I kind of like fell back into this dumb stuff, and kind of like did some things that I'm not proud of, that kind of put us in a sour mood.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a lot of things that I wish I could take back. I can't, right. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
If I could rewind the time and do it all over again, knowing who she was then and who she's become now, I would have cherished everything about her. Her smile, the way she walked, the way she talked, the things she did, the things she didn't do. Right. I would have cherished every moment of it, but I didn't. I didn't take advantage of who she was, and it kind of like damaged her a little bit. You know what I mean? A lot.
Yeah.
So it was a roller coaster ride, and it still is. And from me to her to you, I'm doing everything that I possibly can to like, because I know she's the best woman for me, to keep her in my life. She's my rib, man. You know what I'm saying? She's my lung. I can't breathe. And this is honest. Like this is what this woman is for me. She's like my lung. Like, through so many things that I've gone through. Right. She was there. I mean, even if it wasn't in the physical, she was always there, like helping me through stuff. Yeah. When other people said, you're strong, she understood. You know what I mean? She took the time to listen to me, opposed to other people saying, okay, you be all right, you're strong, you can get through it. She listened. Right. And that's what I love so much about her.
So what things are you doing to make sure that you capitalize on her understanding that you appreciate her, and not you just saying you love her, but you actually showing it?
And that's where we kind of are today, because I've said it so many different times in so many different ways that I love her, but I don't think I've shown it as much as I've said it. Okay. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm thinking now I have to show more, because everybody can say what they're going to do and how they're going to do whatever, but you have to actually show it, and I don't think I've shown it. So my thing now is to get back into her good graces, to show her.
How do you do that?
First, I need to get to her. First and foremost, I need to get to her.
Right.
That's the first thing I need to do is get to her. And once I get to her, I can do all of the small things that aren't so tedious to others. I know what to do.
Right.
I just need to get to her in order to do that. I just need her to allow me back in to do that.
That's right.
Because she closed off on me.
Wow.
She closed off on me because of the things that I've taken her through. So, rightfully so. Rightfully so. And when I tell you I put her through a string of bullcrap, I put her through a lot.
Why? What was it going on with you? What were you thinking?
I wasn't. I just thought that she'd always be there because I knew that she loved me. Until I finally realized that at any given moment she could walk out of my life and I'll never get that chance to show her how much I appreciate her. So it's a whole lot of different things, mainly just showing her that I have to do in order for her to understand or actually believe that I'm not him. I'm not that same guy before. Because like I really need this woman in my life. Like she's my change, man. She's my growth. And I don't believe if she's a part of that, I don't think I'll grow beyond what I am right now because she helps me. Whether she knows it or not, she helps me grow a lot in many different ways. And mainly the one way that she really, really does is how to appreciate a woman, how to love her properly. She don't tell me, she shows me. This is how I want to be loved. And she's been doing it for so many years, but I've always put it to the back.
What are you doing that's just keeping you not occupied on that goal then? That's just making you push it to the back?
I'm not doing it intentionally. It's like I would never do anything intentionally to hurt her. Never.
Right.
It's just some things come up, and then with us being, geographically separated, it's just kind of hard for me to actually be there and kind of like fulfill all her dreams. All she wanted at one point was me to be there.
That's it.
That's it. That's all she's ever wanted was me to be there, to show her that I appreciate her, to show her I love her, and to show her that she's first. She's first in my life, and that was it.
And all she needed was you to be there to do that.
That's it. She's you got some women that are all over the place. They want this, they want that. She's so simple, man, and I love that about her. Like it was so many times, bro, that I could not ever get this woman. You would never hear her come out her mouth and say, "Can I get some money?" Just the small stuff. Right. You know how good that used to make me feel? She would never, I would literally have to like throw money at her, like, here, here, this is you. I don't get. It just showed me that she didn't really care about money.
Yeah.
It was me.
Yeah.
It was me that she really cared about. And for that, like, I'll forever love her. I'll forever be indebted to her because she don't care about the material stuff. Like I try to go buy her, certain type of things, and she be like, "Man, I don't care about that stuff.
Yeah.
That stuff ain't gonna make me happy.
Yeah.
You are what makes me happy, and all I need you to do is just do the same thing for me." And I couldn't produce.
So, how do you know that you can do it now and stay in that space?
Because the threat of the idea of losing her, I don't have a choice, because I know that if I do, the end of me. So I don't have a choice.
Right.
If I do anything other than what I know she needs, it's not gonna work.
Right.
So it's mandatory that I do that. It's imperative that I do it.
Yeah.
If not, I'll be out.
Yeah. So, when did she become that rib, that lung, you know what I mean? That love that you couldn't operate without, and now that you can't fathom to live or have the thought or idea of her not being in your life, when was that? When did she become that bread part? Was it after a lot of turmoil, and then now, because you realized, or?
It's funny that you say that because she mentions it all the time. But
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Shout out to you, Mrs. Chambers.
unbeknownst to her, I fell in love with her instantly.
Yeah, I can tell by the story.
I fell in love with her instantly, man. But I had a name.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And my name had precedence over all of that stuff. Oh, he don't love nobody. He don't do it. But it was just crazy because I really did. I really do.
Yeah.
Not did, I do.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And I knew instantly that like it. A lot of women that I have encountered, my heart wouldn't beat fast. And still to this day, even after 15 years, when I see her, my wife,
Yeah.
my heart beats. It skips beats.
Yeah.
Like I just feel like, damn, this is special. She's special to me.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And you know that you love somebody or that you're in love with somebody when you had that feeling,
Yeah.
like them butterflies, like you in high school or something like that.
Yeah.
I feel this every time I encounter her, man. Like she don't even know it, man. Like when I embrace her, like when I hug her, or like when I kiss her, I try to do it extra long. Like I try to hold that embrace her. I try to kiss her lip and you know what I'm saying, just hold on to her. Like I don't never want to lose that feeling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Right. Wow.
I've known for quite some time.
Yeah. Yeah. Obviously. So, what was it with your name? You had a name, and what was it? What was the description that came along with that? Like, what came with that name?
He's a player. He's a whore. He's a this. He's a womanizer. He don't care about nobody. It's just about him and how many female.
So you got all that in a matter of as soon as you came home?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I've carried that since years ago. Like
Right. Yeah.
this goes back to when I first realized I knew what to do with it.
Right.
So I mean, I've encountered women throughout my years.
Right. And people just left that attachment on
And
you.
that attachment just followed me.
Yeah.
And for the most part, it wasn't even like that. It's just like I was just that type of person that women can come to, talk to, and get sound advice from.
Right.
People will always associate with me as being this guy when sometimes I would just, even back then, I was just trying to help.
Yeah.
I just love to. I don't like to see a woman cry. I don't like to see a woman hurt.
That
So
just so happen you the guy they come to.
I'm just so happy I'm that guy. But I could be totally innocent. But people on the outside looking in and be like, oh well, he messing with her now. He doing this and he doing it, and it might not even be like that.
Right.
I've been accused of so many different things that I haven't done.
Right.
Now I don't have a problem saying if I did do it, I'm going to admit it. I did it. But for the most part, a lot of people that they put on me, it was nothing.
Right.
Now whether that person has some kind of feelings towards me, I didn't know about it.
Right.
They were hidden.
Yeah.
But I never set out to do anything with just anybody or everybody.
That's right.
Like people put it on me. But you get stamped.
Yeah. Yeah. We all do. So, with your wife, was she ever in doubt? The dating process or being the girlfriend, like I can't do this with you, or was it just like, you know what, I'm gonna give you a shot because the past is the past, or you know what I mean, we operating like this, so I can't be concerned with that. How was that process?
She was and still is in doubt. Even to this day, like it's only intensified because again through the years, I did a lot of things that I'm really not proud of.
Well, why did you do these things then? Let's get to that. You said you wasn't thinking, but it happened and you did it again. What was going on with you to where you feel as though you needed to do those things?
I really don't know why, because it's never my intention to hurt anybody, let alone somebody I really truly care about. I was just caught up in the moment and I just do things sparingly, and it just happened, and then afterwards, right afterwards, I'm like, why?
Right.
It wasn't even that serious. It's not even that important, and it definitely doesn't amount to what I have when I know what I have. So why did you do it? And I can't answer that question. Could be like, it be just spare the moment stuff, impulsive, and you just doing things right because it's there, and then you go back and you think about it and you regret it later. That's always been my problem. It's always been my problem. Knowing that I shouldn't be. It's like, it's a fire. Why are you touching the fire? Leave it alone. You're gonna get burnt.
Right.
And I still go touch the fire. Like, I still go touch the fire, and then later on, once you get burnt, you crying. Now you're crying.
Yeah.
After you know you're not supposed to touch the fire, you touch it anyway.
So that's something that you've always done.
It's something that I always done, but it was nothing never I set out to do. It wasn't never a premeditated thing with me.
Got you.
Like, it's just something like somebody come through right now, I'm like looking like, oh, okay. Dang. I know I'm not supposed to be looking, but why are you still? I'm trying to look away, but
Right.
and the thrill. I don't know if it's just the thrill, the enticement. I don't know what it is that just draw me to that. And I know I'm not. It's poison. Leave it alone. And I still end up going because I just want to test it out. I don't know what it is, man. Like, I really don't know what it is. It's, again, it up until this point was a disease.
Right.
It was a disease, and people don't believe that it's real. It's real.
Yeah.
It's really a disease, man. It's a sickness, man. But I know now, I don't like to be sick. I don't like that disease. And I'm going to tell you why, man. I don't like that disease. I don't like to be sick because I know that there's a lot that comes with it. I know there's a lot of emotion that comes behind it. And I know that a lot of people get hurt. And we're talking about right now, my wife, she's the one that got hurt.
Right.
From my stuff. She was like, I seen her in this fragile state, man. Like, I couldn't do nothing but like my heart broke to see her in this state that I seen her in one time, man. And it just did something to me. And since that time, I've been trying to get better at being there for her and being that person that she needs in her life, because she's deserving of it. She's really deserving of it. I can't let nobody else get her because I know that she's deserving of it.
That's right.
I will not.
Yeah. You got to be the one to spoil her.
I gotta be the one. I gotta be the one to do all of that.
Right.
Because I know she's very, very deserving of it, and who better to give it to her than me? And I'm going to give it to her.
Right.
I'm going to give it to her, even if it's on my deathbed. I'm going to give it to her.
Right.
Because she really is deserving of it, and I'm going to do everything going forward to see to it that she gets it. I don't care what it is.
Right. Okay. Over the river, over the mountain, whatever.
Yeah.
That love.
Shit.
Wow.
In my chair.
Hey.
I'm going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's great. So, you're going to give her this love. She's going to receive it.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. I mean, you're a praying man, right?
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
I am. I believe so.
There's a higher power, right?
Yes. Right now, she's like making it so hard for me. I don't blame her.
Right.
I will not blame her.
That's right.
Because I know that her thing is like, you think you can just do what you want and come back into come in and out of my life. I don't blame her for what because she's making me fight for it.
Yeah.
She's making me fight for it. And I'm going to continue to fight.
Right.
I'm not giving up, man. I told her this. I'm not giving up.
Right.
I'm going to fight, and I'm going to fight, and I'm going to fight. Because I know what she brings.
Right.
She brings me happiness.
Yeah.
She wants to be happy.
Right.
I'm going to fight for our happiness.
Yeah. So she's making it difficult. Obviously a lot of things went on throughout the marriage or relationship, whatever the case may be. You're a praying man, Muslim. Is your wife Muslim?
No.
Okay. Does she believe in a higher power?
Yes.
Okay. So she's Christian, believe in God then, right?
She believes in a higher
Same.
power.
All right. It's
Right.
higher power. Cool.
Yeah.
It's all the same to me.
Right.
No disrespect to anybody out there. What about, for better or worse, because y'all got married, there was some vows there being spoken. Doesn't that mean something to her as well?
It means everything to her. And I believe that that's why she's still here. Because prior to us getting married, we were married.
Right.
It's no piece of paper that's going to stamp our marriage.
That's right.
You know what I mean? We were married already.
Yeah.
But that kind of like solidified everything.
Got you.
So yeah, that plays a significant part, and she believes it truly.
Right.
And that's why I believe she's so hurt
Because they were broken.
because they were broken.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why I know I need to repair that.
Right.
I know I need to repair it. And there were so many different things that transpired, man. That kind of like broke that. And her pointing these things out to me, I always kind of like put it to the back of my mind, because I'm like, well, no, I don't think you really know what you're talking about, and arguing her. And these are her feelings.
Right. That are valid.
That are valid.
Yeah.
Her feelings are valid.
Yeah.
This is what she's feeling like, and I have to protect that.
That's right.
I have to let her know that, okay, your feelings are valid. You're totally right.
Mm-hmm.
You're right.
Right.
I can't argue that.
That's right.
And me feeling like the way I was feeling, I'm like, oh, well, this and that, and you shouldn't do this. And I don't think it's that way, but it was.
Right. Yeah.
It was.
So, if you could change the hands of time, though, what would be the things that you would focus on? 5 things that you would focus on to show her that you love her.
Putting her first, putting her first, putting her first, putting her first, and putting her first. That would be the 5 things I was focused on. Putting her first.
So what was it that was before putting her first, obviously, which is now? What was it that was just consuming your life?
I was just so entangled in the streets. And I thought that money could cure everything.
And she didn't give a damn about
And
that money.
she didn't care nothing about it.
Right.
But I thought that was the cure for every single thing.
Right.
I thought
Everything, I
was
put money on it.
I thought the cure for your heartache and pain was money.
Yeah.
The cure for your crying, the cure for all of these different things, I thought it was money. So I thought that I could just go do this and take care of all the bills, and you don't have to work. You just sit home and just be a housewife. I thought that all of those things matter, but when it didn't.
Right.
She'd rather be happy, go to work for 24 hours a day, bust her ass, and come back home, and she's happy as I don't know what. Because she knows she's happy. She ain't got to worry about none of that stuff. Versus having a whole lot of money and being miserable. She much prefer that.
So, you realize the money isn't the key. Was that one of the things, too, that you see now that you didn't see then? That's like, she's it. She's the one. Because most people would take the money, whether they're happy or not. They know that you're going to be a cash cow. So, fuck it, I'm going to take the cash. You know what I mean? Was that, I know because you said that was one of the things, obviously. But when did you get it and understand, like, it's not about money with her? When did that sink into you?
I've known that's like.
But you just felt like more money. This gonna get her this time.
I've always, like, coming into the situation. She didn't know me from nowhere.
Oh yeah?
No.
Oh, she didn't know your name. She didn't know you.
She didn't know my. She wasn't really like. I don't know. Prior to me meeting her, what her life was, but from what I understand, she wasn't an outside person like that.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? She was kind of like closed in, confined, or whatever you want to call it. She was, she was being a woman.
Yeah.
But she wasn't.
Yeah.
All over the place with it. So she really didn't know who I was. You feel what I'm saying? So it was, who are you?
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? And I think kind of put things into place, like, who am I? Let me show you who I am. You know what I mean? When she didn't deserve none of that, man.
Right.
She didn't deserve none of that, man. Me, after knowing her, after getting to know her, knowing her heart, knowing how genuine it was, I should have cut it off.
Dang.
I should have cut it off because I knew
you weren't ready.
That I wasn't ready. I knew that I was blind to a lot of stuff. I knew that I was cold-hearted in so many different ways. I knew that she didn't deserve it. After getting to know this woman, I knew that she didn't deserve none of what I had to offer at that time because I wasn't ready to be a husband. I wasn't ready to be a man. I had just got out from doing all of these years in jail.
Yeah.
She didn't deserve that.
Right.
You know what I mean? And the fact that she stuck through that with me through all of these years, put up with so many different things, all my bull crap, it just kind of like solidifies everything for me, man. Just like puts everything in perspective. Like, she is the woman, man. She is the right woman. She is the only woman for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know how many people would actually admit that, but she's the woman for me. I can't, like, man, and it's crazy because during the last segment we talk about crying in the dark. I cry in the day when I think about losing her. You know what I mean? Like, I shed tears when I think about and this was just the other day, because we had, you know, we was going through something and going back and forth about some things, and you know, and she hurt, she's scarred.
Yeah.
And like the thought of losing her just kind of like upsets me. It just makes me feel like, damn, like I'm losing my life. Like I'm losing everything that I am, every fiber of my being, if I lose this woman.
Right.
This is how much she means to me, and I know that I can't lose it. I can't afford to lose my life.
Right.
And she's my life.
Like, yeah.
So my lifeline.
Yeah.
My rock.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I know I can't lose that. So I have to do everything. I have to get better at a whole lot of different things in order to keep that, in order to keep my life.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
yeah, for sure. So obviously the conversations are heavy. You praying on it. What actions are you putting forward to show her? Like,
just the small things that really matter. Whereas before I wouldn't think about calling 4 or 5 times a day, checking in, you know, I'm here, I'm doing this, I'm in the house.
right.
You know, I'm not out, I'm not at the casino, I'm not doing all these things. I'm here.
Right.
You know, I'm just letting I love you.
Yeah.
4 or 5 times a day.
Yeah.
What you doing? I was thinking about you. Just little different things. And I just found out that, well, I just didn't find out because I used to do it, but now I think, you know, women love flowers.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And I kind of like got away from that.
Yeah.
Because before I was trying to pull her in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know how we do.
Yeah.
And I don't want it to be just because of pulling in. I wanted to keep our life going. I want to do these things that bring a smile to your face in the middle of our life. You know what I'm saying? In the middle of our relationship.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because it's been 15 years. I want to see 50.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? With just this one woman.
That's right.
That's what I want to do.
Yeah.
Because this is I love her that much. I want to see 50. I want to see us grow old together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want to, you know, on a damn patio or something, you know, rocking chairs and all that with all these. Well, I already got gray, but you know what I mean? We all old and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want to see that kind of stuff with her, man.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
That's beautiful, man. Do you tell her these things?
I try to, man, but she's closed-minded right now because of
Your mishaps, basically.
I don't think she's sheltering herself. She's kind of like protecting her heart.
Yeah.
And I don't blame her for that.
Right.
But again, I can't keep talking. I got to do more.
Well, you got to do more, obviously. You said you're going to do it. I'm quite sure you're going to do it real fast. But if you could tell her a few things, what would you tell her? Because right now, obviously, you can't say it. It's a little shut off. But I'm quite sure she'll see you here. And what is it that you would like to say to her?
It's not too many things that I haven't said to her, but I'll say it on a platform because I think she, along with everybody else that knows, and everybody else that do know me, know that I love this woman.
Yeah.
I apologize humbly for anything that I've ever taken you through. And I just hope that you can forgive me for everything that I put you through. And those extra 35, 40 years that I'm talking about, I just hope it could be for us, you know, because that's what I want. I know that that's what you want too, but you're protecting yourself. But I just hope that you can forgive me and let me come back.
That's great. So what is love to you? What does that mean?
friendship, happiness, togetherness, solidarity, strength, ups, downs. It's not just one word, man.
Right.
It's a lot, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a smile. It's a touch. You know what I mean? For me,
Yeah.
it's all of those different things. Everybody else has their own definition of what it is, but for me, that's what it is.
Yeah, that's what we want to hear. We just want to hear what it is for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because we want your wife to know that you truly do love her. And when she hears that you love her, she hears it and she sees it and she can internalize it without wondering what it is.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's about her understanding what that love is and how to be transparent, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because she's showing you how to love her, and she want to make sure when you say it, those actions follow of what she's shown you.
Right.
You know what I mean? And give you those prime examples of. So that's why we just want to hear it from you and what it means to you. You know what I mean? Especially what you fighting your way back, what you will win the battle, and achieve all those things that are necessary. Because in our lives, when we want something, we all deserve it, no matter what we've been through, what it looked like, what it was. This is what it is right now.
Right.
You know what I mean? And we moving forward, and I'm knocking down all barriers and doors, and I'm loving you to the fullest. All right. So, want to make sure that you get that, and that you're very intentional of what it looks like. You know what I mean? A lot of times we say we want things, but we don't get very specific. You know, like we're gonna get specific with what we wearing today, right? We're gonna get specific when we want a vehicle, right? We're gonna get specific when we going out, where we going, who's gonna be there,
Right.
what it look like, what's the times. Yeah, okay. Is it food? Is it not? Why? Now when that's gonna be there. Trying to ride this time, trying to leave at that time. But such and such coming and I don't fuck with them.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I really want to support you,
Right.
right? We get very specific and very detailed, right? Probably even the way we get in and out of a car, right? But when are we going to become intentional with our love, right? What's that love language? They say it's 5 of them. But like you said, everybody's different, right? So may have some shit that's not on there. You know what I mean? But what does it look like? What do you want it to look like? You know what I mean? What is the goals for the relationship? Short, mid, and long term. You know what I mean? I think that
I want our love to look like us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want our love to look like us, smiling, happy, being able to enjoy each other's company. Us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we've been there.
Right. Cause
like it was times that we could sit in the bed and laugh at each other and just talk about stuff and just sit around and be goofy around one another. I love that about us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We can be comfortable around each other, and it didn't take us long to be comfortable around one another. And that was the crazy part about it, because it didn't take long.
Yeah.
We instantly connected. We instantly became comfortable around one another, and we could just like do anything. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know how some people be, who this, I ain't gonna let me, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, let that go. You know what I mean? That's how comfortable we are. We can do that with each other. You know what I mean? You know, she go in the bathroom, use the bathroom, I'm sitting there, or I'm in the bathroom, she's sitting there. We comfortable with each other. That's what I want for us. Again.
Yeah.
Like, that's love, man. A lot of people don't do that. I ain't going in there with you. You stink.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She seen me at my bottom. I seen her at her bottom. Like, that, we love each other.
Yeah.
That's it. That's us.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid of that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm comfortable with that because this is the person I'm comfortable with. This is the person I'm comfortable loving. This is the person I'm comfortable being around. So I don't mind doing any of those things. You know what I mean? I don't mind it being us and just us. You know what I mean? We got a son, a baby boy, who's 14 now, but and he's been like our connection, you know, since he's been born, and it kind of like it strengthens us. You know what I mean? Because as long as we have that, I believe we'll forever be connected. sometimes people fall to the wayside and they just become co-parents. But like, nah, like I want that togetherness.
Yeah.
I want all of us, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because all of us make up that rock.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All of us, the three of us, we make up that rock. You know what I mean? So losing that, man, it's terrifying, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? Me, her, and him, it's terrifying. And then my baby girl, it's terrifying to think that I can to lose that and not have anything. I'll still have something, but I won't have us.
Right.
It's a difference.
Yeah.
I want us.
That's right. Yeah.
You know
the
what I
unit.
mean? So, again, I'm gonna do everything I possibly can.
Yeah.
You know, to repair that,
Right.
make that work, and in hopes that she accepts it.
Yeah.
And I pray that she does.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know what I'll do if she doesn't. Again, I won't give up.
Right.
I'm gonna fight.
Yeah.
Until I can't no more. But
Yeah.
I need to calm her heart. I want her heart to know that I'm genuine, and it's coming from a genuine place to open up to me again. You know what I mean? I know that she loves me, but she's kind of like closed off right now.
Right.
You know, because of so much separation, because of so much things in between that kind of transpired, that kind of put us in this sour place.
Yeah.
My stuff.
Right.
Nothing. She owns none of it. I own all of it.
Yeah.
So I got my work ahead of me.
Yeah.
And I got a lot of it.
Right. It's good. So, moving forward, you ready to get to work? Obviously, the love is there. You're very intentional. You know what it is you want. You know what you need to do to get it. And it's all about her, nothing else, right? So that's great. Most people don't know it. People just know they want love. They just want someone. But once again, we're not intentional with that person that we want it from or need it from. We just figure, fuck it, man. All right, I'm at this point in my life, and you know what I mean, this ugly duck gonna give it to me, and I'm gonna take it. You know what I mean? Instead of going out there and get what you deserve or what you really need or want out of a woman or out of a man, for the ladies. You know what I mean? And we settle. You know what I mean? But your thing is, you're not settling, and I don't want nothing else if it's not you.
Right.
And you mean this much to me, so I'm going to keep fighting, and I'm not going to stop fighting.
No.
You know what I mean? I think that's the great thing, because you answered a lot of questions today that most people just can't answer. You know, most people came on the show, they sat in the same chair, and they said, I don't know what love is. You know what I mean? I don't know if I want that love from my wife. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just something that's not there anymore, or things transpired and they just like, F it. You know what I mean? And your thing is, let's fight for another day. Let's fight to be together. Let me show you that I messed up and I'm owning it, and I want to be with you. I think that's the thing that we need to start doing as individuals.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Saying, hey, I'm wrong. I messed up. I'm going to do something about it. Instead of saying, you know what? I'm wrong. I messed up. Fuck it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I had a bad habit of doing that.
Oh, did you?
I had a bad habit of doing that. I'm wrong. All right, you want to get an attitude? All right, I don't care. And my attitude was always, I don't care, I don't care, I don't care, I don't care. I said it.
Yeah.
I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it.
Right.
I'm like Martin on Gina. You know when Gina's like, oh, I'm leaving. No, please. That's me.
Yeah.
I can talk that shit.
Yeah.
But when it comes down to it, nah, man, you ain't going nowhere. I don't know. I was playing. You know, but yeah, in all honesty, man, like, nah, I can't. I can't see myself without her, man. Her, my son, my daughter, my baby. That's my unit, man.
Yeah.
That's my squad, man. We've been riding together for years. You know, and you know, my older children, they grown now, so it was just basically about us four.
Yeah.
You know, it was
Right,
the two babies.
they're adults. So
Everybody else is adults. It was just, you know, the two babies, you know, my son and my daughter, and me and my wife. It was just us. We was rocking out, you know what I mean?
Right.
So it was just us, man, and we became like,
Yeah.
you know,
It's a whole family now.
it's our unit, man.
Yeah.
It's our squad.
how does that feel to have your unit, your squad, your family, because you never really had it before, or you never really yearned for it, or honestly wanted it and put forth that family atmosphere. You know what I mean? How does it feel to have that and like really like, man, I love this, and now you're appreciative of what it is?
Man, I wanted it so bad, right? And this is a true story. I wanted it so bad back in a few years ago, maybe 9, 10 years ago. I actually packed up my family in tow and we moved to another state just so we can be away from everything else and all the distractions and everybody else. I wanted a family setting. The atmosphere is so bad that I packed us up and we getting out of here. We going to another state because I just want to be fresh and clean and clear of all of the bull crap. And I just want to feel like I want to see how this family thing feels. You know what I mean? With a wife, you got a wife. Coming up, man, I ain't never think about no damn wife, let alone a whole family.
Right.
And I had to be at the helm of it.
Right.
I ain't never think about none of that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm ripping and running.
Yeah.
But it felt so good, man. Like for instance, getting up in the morning and having family breakfast, or nighttime having movie night or game night with the kids, and just the family setting, the whole vibe of it all, just like, damn, like I got my own family, and that shit felt good.
Yeah.
Because I never had that. I mean, aside from when I was younger and
Right.
my mom had
Yeah.
her family, but that
Yeah.
was her family.
Yeah.
I'm talking about my own, me
Yeah.
being at the helm.
Right.
And orchestrating everything, and everybody's coming to me.
Yeah.
I'm the man of the house, so it's like, damn, everybody come to me like, damn, that shit feels great. It feels awesome. My wife, honey. I'm
Yeah.
like, damn, like I'm married. I got a whole family thing going on, and it just felt awesome, man.
Right.
And I miss it. You know what I mean? I miss it. I missed it when I was, away for those few years. Right. I missed it. I missed the whole thing of it, man. And those years went by kind of messed that chemistry up a little bit. You know what I mean? It took away from a lot. You know what I
That's
mean?
right, yeah.
Versus me being there through all those years, me being there able to strengthen. But once you kind of like separate or whatever, and then you have to kind of try to work your way
build
back
up. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm working towards that, man, because I love it. I love the whole thing about it, man. Game night for my son, basketball, football, whatever. Cheerleading practice for my daughter.
Yeah.
Us being there as a family, watching our kids and cheering for them. And I love that setting, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? And me not getting it right now or having it right now is feeling like damn, it's nobody but me. You know what I mean? So I feel lonely. I feel lost without that, without them. So I have to get back to that. I want to get back to that. That's my goal. My ultimate goal is to get back to that.
Right.
Put everybody back in place as a unit so that we can all be happy again.
Right.
So,
So that's great, man. So as you can see today's episode, hopefully the person that you love, you honestly know what it is that you want from that individual. You know what it is in yourself that you're doing right or wrong. You want to correct it. You want to make sure that you hold them. You want to cherish those moments. You want to give them long kisses. You want to give them long embraces. You want to make sure that they know that they are first and that you put them first. You show them what first is. You're actually loving them the way that they want to be loved. You're talking to them about the way you are loved, the way you want to be loved, how it is to love someone. And if you don't know, you're having those conversations. So love all, love yourself, find that true love, accept it, accept who you are, accept that individual for who they are, who they become, who they was, who they're not. Let the past be the past, and let the future be the future, and let the present be in the presence. So thank y'all for tuning in today. We're going to thank Kevin for coming on and actually just having a whole episode about his marriage and his lovely wife. So hopefully you gain something from it, because this man right here is speaking from the heart. Obviously, he shared something that he didn't give us in the first episode, which was he does cry in the daytime and not just alone. And especially he cries when it comes to his wife. So hopefully everybody finds someone who it is that's dear to their heart, that makes you vulnerable enough to talk about that relationship, to speak about them, to just open up new avenues, because people are going to have questions once they see this for you, because nobody never knew that you could love so hard and love a person, and let alone say it 5 times a day. But hey, it's important. Make sure you're checking in with that individual. You're giving them flowers. You're buying them the little things. You're not going over the top, because most of the time people don't care about those things, man. When somebody loves you, they love you for you. So the money is out the window. The gifts are out the window. So make sure that you love them with all you got. You know what I mean? And hey, if the love language is buy, because we know some people are like, oh hell no, I want my gifts. You know what I mean? Hey, do your thing. But make sure you know what it is, you know what you're doing, and you're doing it with intentions. So thank you for tuning in. Have a great day. Peace.